What was that sound? Did you see it? Is it just me, or is something lurking in the shadows? Maybe there is. It is spooky season after all. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Enleva, and this is my top 5 spooky locations in Star Wars: The Old Republic. If you're new here, then make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on future videos. Game Update 7.5 opened up for a new area on Hotta called Minbusa District, as part of the Desperate Defiant story. It's familiar yet disturbingly different. I bet you're thinking, what's so spooky about Hotta, besides Nemro's space toilet? And you would be correct, but with the modernization of the graphic textures of this planet, walking out of Minbusa gives some serious Silent Hill vibes. The thick fog, the tall trees towering over us, and the eerie sounds trickling in from a distance personally give me a very uneasy feeling. Of course, couldn't make a top 5 spooky locations without adding a place directly affected by the presence of the Sith Emperor himself, the Dark Temple on Dromund Kaas. Not only is this structure ancient, which automatically ups up the spooky factor, but for almost a millennia it was used by the Emperor as the site for his dark side experiments, becoming a nexus of dark force energy, which gave Dromund Kaas its very lovely but violent weather. But he also entombed and drained his enemies of their knowledge and life essence. Wandering the temple, the ambience alone will stand testament to the horrific history of this place. It sounds like the perfect vacation spot for anyone who fancies an all-inclusive experience of darkness, madness, and Force Ghost sightings. The planet of Kaon is not in particular that spooky, well, unless you count being ruled by a monarchy as terrifying. But something is scarier though. A full-blown Rakghoul plague outbreak, normally only situated on the ruined world of Taris. A scientist named Sanus Lorig had unleashed this plague on several planets, 4 other worlds already overtaken. We are given the task to help the survivors on Kaon, and among them the Kaon nobility even, though we never meet them. Kaon City has gone dark, and quarantine measures are killing anything that moves. Screams and groans permeate the abandoned streets, and an ambush can happen at every corner. Very spooky. Fun fact, as part of this Flashpoint storyline, the plague is tracked to Lorig's laboratory on Ord Mantell, and even though you defeat him in the Flashpoint called Lost Island, this was initially part of the very first Rakghoul event that started with a passenger liner Stardream full of infected crashing on Tatooine and causing a galaxy-wide crisis. Let me know in the comments if you were around when that happened. I bet many don't know this one, or maybe forgot about it. An intriguing mystery at Section X on Belsavis unfolds. A crashed ship called the Fatality, that carries a batch of HK assassin droids, has been handed to us to solve. To reactivate one of these HK units, we have to travel to a derelict ship in the unknown region called Theoretica to find the schematics. We quickly realize something's amiss on this vessel though. The air is thin, bodies are strewn about, and a clear whiff of death lingers in the air, even though it's been a century. Signs of sabotage becomes very clear. You can even get trapped in one of the rooms, and if you can't find your way out in time, air runs out and you are dead. Wandering through the dark and creaking hall, it kinda sounds more like the haunting death groans of a dying space whale. Truly chilling. Before we get to the number 1 spot, here are some honorable mentions.
Automated self-destruct has been paused. Awaiting input.
Someone is tampering with security to let us through.
That might not last. We should hurry and find whatever information we can.
You cannot stop what has been unleashed!
Frau Jeans Miklein.
Okay, before we head to the very number 1 spot, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the future content that I've lined up. And if you like this video, then please consider giving it a thumbs up. It does actually help me out a lot. Okay, this shouldn't come as a surprise that my number 1 spot goes to the R4 anomaly. Anything that references the horrific consequences of Darth Revan and Jedi Mitra Surek's decision to destroy the planet Malachor 5 during the Mandalorian Wars has to be my number 1. A Sith Lord named Lady Dominique, accompanied by Lord Vallejo at the behest of Lord Kanoth, finds the fragments of the mass shadow generator that destroyed Malachor 5 and basically created the now infamous Sith Lord Darth Nihilus. The entire research station, funded by the Sphere of Scientific Advancement, has become infested by an irreversible monstrous hive mind after Lady D merges with an AI from another failed Circa facility to expedite the experiments. I know, Pikachu face, Sith doing Sith things, and it backfires. You traverse damaged living quarters, atriums dedicated to Nihilus, and the hallway leading to Kanoth and Lady D's inner sanctum, as well as the location of the now repaired mass shadow generator itself, will give you the heebie-jeebies. The walls pulses with life, it's dark and eerily quiet. Until you of course get ambushed and most likely die trying to reach their location. It screams spooky.
things you could do with your last moments, you come here to suffer more.
Oh yeah, weapons are down. Safe to come in, huh?
Fine. We welcome the amusement.
This was my top 5 spookies locations in SWTOR. Did you agree? Did I miss any? I bet you have some favorite spooky areas of your own, so let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. I would like to thank my absolute amazing patrons for the continued support. I really do appreciate it. If you would like to become a patron for as little as $1 a month, then links and more details can be found in the description down below.